Bruce, the signing spree continues, doesn't it? Can you tell us kind of how Kristian got on your radar and how it all came to be?
Yeah, obviously I've been in Australian football for a while myself as a player, so I have a very diverse and broad network of agents who get in touch more frequently now than when I was playing. And one that I trust recommended Kristian. Looking at how the team went last year and what the club needed, it was clear that we needed a striker, not any striker, but a very talented one. I then followed up and analysed Kristian's games last season. Prior to that, he's played a lot of games. He scored a lot of goals quite consistently, especially the last 3-4 years. And after that, it became a discussion around what are the possibilities. How soon can he get here? He could come relatively quickly. He was a free player. And following that, I then brought the possibility of bringing Kristian to the coach, to the head coach. I'm not unilaterally making decisions here. It's a team effort. The coach also analysed Kristian's game. He was very happy. He's like, "Yep, we'd like to bring him here." I then spoke to Kristian on the phone and his agent as well, get a feel for the character, the individual, and I've got a pretty good radar when it comes to the character of an individual, and Kristian seemed like he'd be a perfect fit, not just on the field but off the field as well. I've had one-on-ones with all the players, and a lot of feedback has been about how good the group is, how tight-knit it is, the culture, the family atmosphere that they have within the team, within the dressing room. And, first and foremost for me taking this job, it was about signing good people first and good players second. And I think we've got that in Kristian.
What type of, when you watch him play or see his highlights, who does he remind you of? Is there any United player in mind or a
No United player in mind. It's Kristian Opseth. That's who he reminds me of now that I've watched hours and hours of footage. And he's going to be his own player, his own man, and not try to emulate anyone or anything the club's done before, and he'll blaze his own trail.
Kristian,
was there a transfer involved, Bruce? Because I saw.
No, he was a free player.
Just, can you explain how it works? I mean, with recruiting players. Does the coach say, I need this and that, or does he recommend players and it comes through you, or does it, how?
It's just a collaborative approach. It's a team approach. With Riley, for example, I can just give you the last 3 examples, 3 signings we've done. With Riley, that was one on my shortlist. I came in with a short list of players that I was looking to bring that I know. Riley was one of them, and the coach had a meeting with myself and Riley to tell him the vision of the club and how he wants to play and everything, and that pretty much sealed the deal. So you can see how the team dynamic sort of works there. With Michael Maria, it was a player that the coach had already trained before, brought him to different clubs, and thought there was a possibility to bring him here. I then got in touch with Michael Maria over a number of weeks and eventually with his agent to finalise that deal. With Kristian, it was an agent that approached me and had analysed the team and thought that he'd be a very good fit for what we need here. And like I've already told that story today, I analysed it, then took it to the coach. Coach agreed, and then it's a matter of getting the player to get the deal over the line.
Kristian, what was it about Adelaide United that made you want to come here?
No, for me it was when my agent brought it up, I think maybe a week before I got here. It just sounded very interesting and exciting, and I looked up the coach and how they play, and the league as well. It's a high intensity, it's an improving league, I feel, and No, it just sounded right to me, and it was a chance I felt was a good one for me. It was right now, and yeah, now I'm really looking forward to just get started.
Did you watch your teammates last night in the scratch match? And if so, what did you think?
Yeah, I watched the game, and first of all, I was very I would say amazed by the intensity of the game. It's only the second game of the pre-season, and to have that kind of intensity I've never seen before.
Kristian, what type of player are you? Can you describe kind of how you go about it and what kind of player you are?
Yeah, I would say I'm mainly a box player, in and around the box, trying to get in the positions to score the goals. And I would say that's my biggest strength as well, to be on the right places and put the ball in. And I have a good left foot, I would say. So yeah.
You come from Norway. Did Bruce mention how hot it gets in the summer here?
Yeah, I heard that after I arrived. So that's going to be interesting.
So you've never been here before?
No, first time in Australia.
Are you expecting to play next week in the FFA Cup?
I don't know anything about that. I haven't had a session with the team yet, and like I'm saying, I'm just looking forward to start, and that's up to the coach what he wants.
So before you got here, were you training or holidays?
I was training, yeah, but it was mainly individual training or on my own. So need some time to get into the football and how they play, how the coach wants me to play, and how the team works and all that. But if the coach wants me to play, I play.
So where were you training?
I was training at home.
In Norway?
Yeah, in Sogndal.
Which is?
It's a little place west in Norway.
Where's
8,000. It's my hometown. It's
okay. So you'd have 24-hour daylight at the moment?
No, not there. You have to go even further north, and then you get that.
You scored, I think it was 28 goals in 30 games in Norway, and then went to the Super League. I mean, how is that sort of progression going to help you now come to the A-League, do you think?
For me, it's just about scoring goals is the same. For me to have, I used to scoring goals, and I don't see why that would change. No matter level, goals are the same. So, yeah.
Bruce, do you have expectations for Kristian so far? I mean, what type of player do you think he can be in the A-League, and what impact do you think he can have?
I think he'll undoubtedly have a very positive impact, and my expectations of Kristian and the whole club's expectation is to help the team win. That could be scoring the goal in the last minute of the game, it could be defending a corner in the last minute of the game. You know, it's important to score goals as a striker, but you know, there's no point scoring 2 goals and losing 3-2 because you forgot to track your runner on the corner in the last minute. So, you know, he's got responsibilities in the attacking and defensive third. It's a team game. It's not a game where, you know, Kristian's going to solve all our problems and we're going to win the championship, guys. That's not the situation. He's going to help the team win, and that's his job, and that's what we look forward to seeing him do. I don't care if he scores 1 goal and we win the championship. That's better for me than him scoring 30 and we finish bottom. So that's the way I view it.
Have you spoken to anybody that's played in the A-League before you actually signed?
No, I didn't know any. I could ask.
So this is like a big jump for you. This is obviously coming straight out of Europe into a continent far, far away.
Yeah, it was a long flight.
So you said you've looked up the A-League, you've seen some of it, I assume, there online or whatever. Where does the standard sit, apart from intense?
I think the standard, it's hard to say. Like I was in Turkey. It's high level, but it's also very different in the way they play, like structure wise and like the work that's put in. So I feel like the biggest difference here is maybe the intensity. The game go a lot back and forth all the time. So I feel that's the biggest difference.
But is that because they can't hold on to possession, or do you think that it's just the way that it is?
The feeling I have is just the way that it is. It's how they're used to doing things and how it's been. So So that's what I think. I don't really know, but yeah.
Bruce, with this piece of the puzzle, where's your squad at in terms of where you want it to get to?
Almost done. I think we need a couple more still to come. Probably a couple more announcements to be done. Hopefully by the end of August, we've got all the players that we need. So I got a meeting with the coach on Friday to speak about a number of things, but also the makeup of the squad. I think after the FFA Cup game, and we'll also have a friendly against an A-League team, hopefully sooner rather than later as well, because also the coach needs to see the level, of the other players, the other teams. Obviously myself, Eugene, Carl Viet, we can guide him on that. But we've got our thoughts, and we'll meet to decide, what parts of the jigsaw remain to be filled.
How's it been attracting players to Adelaide United?
Yeah, it's been pretty easy. I mean, we're in a good situation. The club is in the sense that we're not Brisbane, we're not Wellington, we're not building a whole new team. We don't need 15, 16 new signings. We only needed, in my opinion, 5 to 7 when I took the role. So we've got the core of the squad that did exceptionally well last year. If we can add some quality, which I think we've done in all our signings. I mean, Riley's a high quality player. Michael Maria, for anyone who saw him last night, would concur with that as well. And Kristian, the third piece of quality that we've added in this pre-season. So a couple more bits and pieces, I think, and we're almost there. Yeah.
Where's your foreign count now?
4.
Okay.
1 more spot.
And I assume when you say a few more bits, it doesn't include another striker?
We're not in the market for another striker, no. You're about the third person I've told that today, because a few other people are like, oh yeah, there's this striker. We got our striker, we got our guy, and this is the one we wanted. So we're happy in the forward front.
So you're still after another defensive player and midfielder? Is that what you got left, basically?
Speaking to the coach on Friday. Ask me on Saturday, I'll tell you. I don't want to speak out of turn.
Are the fixtures any closer to being released?
Yeah, they are. Last I heard, this is like feedback stage for FFA. They're getting feedback from the clubs. They've put a draft fixture out and now are consulting with the clubs. I'd hope by the end of next week it's done, but again, that's not my organisation, so it could be in 2 weeks' time. We just don't know. The sooner the better for us and for probably the league and the fans.
So from what you've seen in the draft, are you content with how this club has been positioned?
I'm not in the commercial team, I'm not in the events team as a player and now as a director of football. As long as I'm playing games, I don't care where I'm playing. I mean, it's obviously better to have home and then away and then home and then away and that even distribution. Maybe that's not the case this year with the odd number of teams and the bye, which can be frustrating, but on the flip side, it can be good. It gives you that little bit of extra break. So the draw doesn't affect me as much as it affects the operational sides of the club. Yeah.